Welcome to the Nerds Who Swing podcast.
Welcome to the Nerds Who Swing podcast. My name is Miller.
Margot.
You can find us everywhere where you would find a normal podcast.
Search Nerds Who Swing on
Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Pinterest. You can find us on SoundCloud. You can find us on YouTube.
We are so many places.
We're even on iTunes. That's probably where you found this one. And then the most important one is you can find us on Patreon.com, where if you want to just give us $1 or $2 to help just pay for hosting our website and our podcast.
Oh, that would be so nice of people.
I know,
Can you
right?
imagine if they did that?
There might even be bonuses eventually.
Bonuses?
Yeah.
Sexy bonuses?
No, lame bonuses.
Oh,
you
good.
could do our taxes.
Lame bonuses. Bonuses including.
That's right. And then you can also, we have a contest with every episode where if you want to be in our logo.
Yeah. Did you see our logo? Can you see it? Pull it up. Do you see our super sexy logo?
That's right.
Is it me right now?
It is right now.
It's me right now. That's me, folks. But maybe that could be you.
That's right.
Which would be super hot.
Send us your picture.
Send us a picture.
Any one of these.
No faces?
No faces.
No faces. Not that your face isn't sexy, but, other sexy business.
Also, no penises unless there's also a vagina there.
Because who wants a penis?
Yeah. Just saying. Yeah, that's 50% of the vote. I'm not voting for that. Yeah.
Anyway, send us in your pictures if you want to.
You could be the background of the Nerds Who Swing logo.
Can you imagine your body, your sexy bod as the background of our logo?
Damn, Margot.
So hot.
Yeah. Anyway.
I like it. Okay, we're Nerds Who Swing.
That's right. Margot, Miller, enjoy the episode. Recording!
People are going to know what day we recorded these on.
I know, because they're all the same.
That day that Miller won't shut the fuck up with his
sings.
stupid
Why
singing.
do you think he can sing?
I don't know.
Or it's man, we need to sign him to a record deal.
No one is thinking that.
Yeah.
I love you.
Beyonce
but no
is I need to get that Miller doing a duo with me.
Your first poll is Beyonce? Way to shoot for the stars,
her and
dude.
JT.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was like, it's Jay-Z, but okay,
Jay-Z,
I got you.
Yeah, no.
I was like, I don't think that you...
Yeah, they're like, Miller, come do a threesome with us.
We need you.
Beyonce, JT,
You're into
Miller
threesomes, right?
coming to a stadium near you.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. New question.
Okay. This is the long one.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
Get comfy.
Okay, so I think this one is in response to kind of our single guy episode. A little bit. It doesn't come out and say it, but the jog, yes.
Did we call it that?
Yeah.
Good.
Which we should have asked for people to send us videos of them jogging.
Oh my gosh, it could be the new internet sensation.
I know, right? Like the dick jog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're not dicks.
Dick jog. Well, no, but they're covering their dick.
Oh, I see. I thought you were being mean. I was like, they're not mean. They're just
it's not an asshole jog.
Well, a dick. Okay. So you want videos of dudes jogging with their dicks out. That's not gay.
I don't really want that said to me.
Well, look out.
Yeah.
I feel like
I want videos of women
is getting very interesting
sent to me that look like they're pretending they have a dick.
They're covering.
But they have to run like they had a dick.
I see.
Up to us. Okay. They're looking to see that.
Oh, they're running towards us?
Yeah. As was the story that we told.
Right, yeah, that's true. He was he was jogging.
Yeah, okay. Anyways. Question. Recently started listening to your podcast and really enjoy hearing you guys. And your stories and experiences. And that's it. That's the end of the question.
So nice.
Done.
Answer.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I'm sure you get a lot of messages, but I thought I'd say I'm glad couples like you put yourselves out there and share your experiences for others to learn from.
Aww, you guys.
Okay, I'm ready to ask if you have any advice for someone in my situation. You see, I'm recently out of a long-term relationship where I was neglected and ignored sexually for nearly 20 years. I'm 38 years old, and I've always been very open-minded, sexually adventurous, and at least in my head. The woman I was with was very vanilla, conservative, and inhibited. No oral, no nudity in media, just super non-sexual. Now I find myself able and willing to get out there and meet couples, which is my preference. but have no idea where to find others who would be open to allowing a single guy like myself to join them. So he lives in a place where you think it would be easy to meet people, but it seems the only option is clubs and bars and lots of fingers crossing. So he's just going like clubs, bars mostly. I'm not much of a club bar scene person, but I am a huge sex nerd. I have a huge sex nerd. It sounds like he has somebody chained up in his basement. I have a huge sex nerd chained up in my basement.
Let's not put that on him.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
He is a huge sex nerd. And,
good.
And I feel like I have a lot to offer a couple who is into swinging with single guys. Anyways, thanks again for your podcast. I'm seriously considered becoming a Patreon member. Okay.
Aww.
I appreciate any tips you can provide if you have some time to answer.
We got time, dude. Well,
we do.
I don't know how long ago your question was, so I hope that you were being patient because sometimes we stockpile a few questions and then we answer them all at once. So hope you haven't had to wait too long.
Yeah. Yeah, this is from November 2006. Yeah.
6?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's like it's been 12 years.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's probably, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
I gave up.
Yeah. I think I got to follow up that he's a monk now.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
So he's a single guy out of a long-term relationship where he was like, they weren't doing it very much.
That's tough. Because people are different. I don't know his situation. I don't know his ex-lady.
Yeah.
But I do want to make sure that we don't come across like this is the only way to be. Like you have to be super open sexually or you have to be into lifestyle experiences. Some people are very vanilla and they're very happy that way and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep, I agree.
I don't know what their situation was. I don't want to defend her. I don't want to defend
maybe
him.
she was comfortable in that situation.
Right. Maybe she was very happy and he was unhappy and that's very unfortunate.
The email leads that
it's too bad that their sexual appetites really didn't mesh.
Yep, I agree.
And he felt neglected, which is terrible. Maybe I don't know what she felt. Anyways, clearly they were not matched.
Right. So
he's in the bedroom, which is too bad. So he's on his own.
He's a single guy, but he likes playing with couples.
Well, that's good. It's good that he's not just looking for
ladies.
Yeah, groups
or
of
just
hot ladies to fall all over.
Yeah, how do I get? Yeah,
that's what we all want, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's looking for advice on how to go about it. He said he doesn't. He's not a bar person or club person.
And he said he's from probably a bigger city.
Yeah, he does say the city, but I left it out on purpose.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I just he mentioned a place where you would think it wouldn't be difficult. He's not from there's population of 1,000 people or something.
Yeah.
Well,
let's look at the episode where we talked about how there was those two single guys in the club, and we thought that neither of them handled themselves very well.
Mm-hmm. But I hope I said I did feel for them because I remember thinking like they were weird in their I don't know, whatever, like their actual game plan, like what they were doing.
Their strategies were not poorly conceived.
Poorly executed. But I did feel for them because if you're a single guy, either because you were maybe part of a couple that was in the lifestyle and you're no longer together, or you're just single and interested in the lifestyle in a legitimate way. Like this guy sounds like he's actually he's into lifestyle. He's not just a single dude
looking to get
wants
some
sex, right?
Because that's the feeling we got a little bit from
a little bit.
The other ones.
Maybe they think that their odds go up,
right?
If they're in a sex type club versus a club.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's a little bit different of a feel. Like this guy obviously doesn't sound anything like that.
No, not at all.
So that's already a step in the right direction. But I do want to be on record saying I feel for the single dude.
I agree because it's a hard demographic.
Absolutely.
Well, we even
it's not
said
one that's as embraced as let's say the single lady.
No,
where it's like you're going to be fighting people off.
No, but we even talked about recently how there was an event that we couldn't go to together because we couldn't get a babysitter.
Right.
And you were like, you can go. And I was like, I don't know if I can handle being a single guy.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that.
Yeah, that seems hard.
Yeah.
I'll maybe go and talk to our friends that we already know. But to talk to new people feels terrifying to me, by myself.
Yeah.
So it's a hard, scary demographic.
I 100% feel for, honestly. I know how I would feel if I was there by myself and I get to be a lady.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
you have boobs. That's not fair.
When all three of us show up,
exactly,
it's a lot easier. No, but I get it. So I applaud him for sort of, trying to do this, trying to do it the right way,
Absolutely.
all that kind of stuff.
Kudos for him for being brave enough to try this, to go
For
out and that's awesome. And not being afraid to embrace his nerdiness.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if he's looking for a relationship as well. But
he didn't
mention. But
it doesn't say if he's looking for a couple to kind of do non-monogamy with,
I
or
mean,
couples
more
to play
is
with.
Because I also think it would be difficult for him to date.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Because anyway, that's not his question. But I just wonder, as an aside, if he's looking for a partner ultimately who is also into the lifestyle, because that can happen as well. We know people who have been single in the lifestyle and found their partner.
That's true.
In the lifestyle, and that's interesting. But I do sort of feel like that's lightning strike type lucky.
Yeah, yeah. But there's also people who brought somebody into the lifestyle.
Yeah, that's true. If you just find somebody who's more sexually free or whatever.
It doesn't say if he's looking for an actual partner or he's just looking for people to play with.
He said his preference was couples.
Yeah.
Didn't he? Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay. So if I was a single dude, if you forced me to go to that event and you were don't fucking talk to people we know.
Back. We need to help this guy.
I'm going to message all of them and tell them to shun you and you have to talk to other people. What would I do? I would probably buy people drinks if I could.
Yeah. Just as a way to open up conversation.
And I would just be super chatty with people.
As much as you can, yeah.
And I wouldn't bring up sex. I would let them bring it up. Any of that fooling around
Just be a
stuff.
nice guy.
Be as nice as possible.
Guy. Which I'm assuming he already is. So it's not pretend to be nice.
Yeah. It's like that Ocean's 11 scene where he's be funny but not memorable.
Oh,
be nice but not too nice. And above all else, don't. Yeah.
I think, but that's a little bit more bar scene
that
you're talking about.
Right. He's saying he doesn't really like bars.
The bars.
I agree. I was just saying if I was going to a bar.
I got you.
I would...
I don't be a wallflower.
No, you gotta put yourself out there.
Sorry.
And don't walk around weirdly. I would just go up and introduce myself to people and be like...
Just chat.
Hey.
Even if you're not interested sexually. You don't know who you're going to meet through people, too, right?
Absolutely. You don't know.
Just sit down, chat, be approachable. Yeah. Because as soon as you get quiet, this isn't fair, but it's true.
Yeah.
You come off like kind of creepy. Right? Some of the single dudes we've seen. If you're really chatty, you come across man, what a nice guy.
Yeah.
If you're even slightly reserved, it's why is that dude here staring at all of us?
Yeah. And I'm allowed to be like that a little bit because I'm in a couple.
Kind of. You have
I have the safety net, but as a single guy, I wouldn't have that.
I can.
He doesn't have that.
Ladies can stare down whoever they want.
Exactly.
So it's not fair. I'm just saying.
She's been staring at the floor all night. We should see if she wants to fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't think that that's fair, but I do think that is how it feels, and I don't know why that is fully, but it does feel that way. So I think be flirty, be chatty. I'm sure he's tried these things already, but I know that that's hard. And put it out there that you're interested in a couple, because that's may not be as common.
No, you're right. Don't just make it obvious that you're not there just to sleep with the dude's wife, but to maybe fulfill a fantasy that they have as a couple.
Exactly.
And that you're open to trying what they want to try.
And I think if you're in any kind of apps or websites or groups or whatever, put that out there big for sure. Because sometimes I'm guilty of this too. Sometimes you see single guy picture.
Yeah.
You keep swiping.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because that might not be, again, not fair necessarily.
No, but
there is sort of a feel that single men can be in it for the wrong reasons or something. Yeah. Not a fair stereotype, but it exists.
But I mean, to get
But he so clearly isn't.
Well, he isn't.
If someone gave him 5 minutes of their time,
they might. Yeah,
exactly.
I would say single dudes are kind of almost held at a higher physical standard than coupled men as well. Not to be mean, but as a single dude, I don't mean you have to be ripped and everything like that, but you got to be put together. You got to look nice. You got to seem approachable.
Smell nice.
Yeah, shower recently. God. Yeah.
No, you're right. Look put together. Look like you didn't arrive there by accident.
Yeah, exactly.
You knew where you were going.
Yeah.
You got a bit dressed up.
You want to stand out, but don't wear a tux, but look
Yeah, where I'm going to notice you when you walk in the room.
Exactly.
I'm going to be like, that is a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's here by himself. What's happening, right?
For me, when we've like chatted with other couples, I always find it really nice when the dude like also interacts with me.
Right. He's not just tunnel vision for me.
So like if there was a single guy that came up to us, if he ignored me or barely had anything to say to me, as the male half, I'd be like, yeah, we're not fucking doing that. Move on. This guy is obviously just into you. He doesn't care about me. Mm-hmm. So, like, I would say 50-50.
Interact with both of them.
Whether
you're going to sexually interact with both of them or not.
Yeah.
Interact with them as a person.
You're going to emotionally interact with both of them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, like, interact with them.
Yep.
And, you know, like, have, like, little jokes with him that she's not in on.
Yeah.
You know,
or
something. Like, little interactions.
Sure.
Like, if she goes to the bathroom, don't stand there awkwardly staring at the floor and not talking to each other. That's your opportunity to, like, get to know this guy and to, like, you know, get in there.
That's a good point. I was going to say, too, I don't know about his current friends. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he has any single lady friends or maybe couple friends that are not necessarily in the lifestyle, because I'm assuming if he had couple friends in the lifestyle, he would maybe already have this. But it is very different when you see, you know, a couple come in with an extra guy or extra girl, extra person. It's almost like they've been vetted already. Right.
Yeah. If you can go to a club with somebody, it's true.
Yeah.
It's like you got a little carte blanche, like,
so
when you come in with somebody.
I'm going to assume he probably doesn't want to talk about this with some of his friends because it's private. It can be embarrassing, all that stuff.
Right.
But maybe he does have a couple friends that are a couple who would go with him to some
It's true.
Clubs
it's like
it
gives you a little bit more extra when you're going in. People might be a little more open. Yeah.
They don't necessarily have to be in the lifestyle. Maybe they're just kind of curious. Maybe they're just a little bit more open-minded. Or even like a friend that is a girl. You know, do you know what I mean? Like you can, if you go in together, I understand you might look like a couple, but if you make it clear to people when you're chatting that you're not a couple and you're just, again, you're already going to be chatting with people, you're already going to be really personable and flirty and all that stuff. So you can say like, we're actually just friends. We're both single, but maybe we're both interested in different separate experiences, whatever. I think you're not going to walk in the room and like, hop into bed with somebody anyway. Right. So you're going to be sitting down and having a conversation. And if they're going to give you a couple minutes, it sounds like you're probably going to win them over just on a human level. Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you have a little bit of even just a friend there.
Yeah, I agree. That helps.
You know, you don't want too much of a safety blanket because you don't want to only sit and talk to your friend.
No, you still want to go out and chat a lot.
But it might just help with that initial walking in the room, kind of scoping it out, not feeling totally nervous. So
he says bars and clubs aren't his scene. So let's pick other things. Maybe other places where he might have luck. I would say apps are hard, like you said.
Apps are hard. You have to put exactly what you want way out
first
in front.
Line, but even your picture is what lots of people see in apps. How does a single dude like? I would say your first picture has to be pretty memorable, right?
Yeah, not a dick pic. Don't do that.
No, don't put your dick. Far. Honestly, don't put your dick anywhere near your profile.
No. Dicks only when asked for.
Even like shirt on, pants on.
Yeah, I would say honestly, like a picture of you like hiking in the mountains or like on the beach, like something about you.
I would say a personality
like
pic
a real
of some kind where you're doing something.
Yeah, not just a shot weirdly taken
not a group
of, like,
shot where they're like, which one is he?
Yeah. Even if you have a great body, congratulations.
Yeah. No, but like
make that picture number like 5.
Your first picture has to be memorable as a single guy
and approachable.
Yeah.
And if you write that you're interested in like fooling around with other couples and all the stuff that you said, that is going to get some people not interested. Right. It is because that's not what they're looking for, and that's okay. But it's also going to put it right out there so that you attract the people who do want that. Mm-hmm. I know what it feels like to feel like you're sort of like narrowing the scope of people who are going to be interested in you. But I think for him, that's what he should do.
Yeah, I agree.
Narrow it as narrow as you can, because then at least, even if it's not, you're not getting tons and tons of action from maybe messages and things like that from your apps or whatever. You're going to get the right people when you do get
I agree.
messages.
So what else other than clubs and apps? So, like, I know we've said it before.
Groups, or like lifestyle groups that put on events and things.
Yeah, I would say try to do meet and greets, maybe.
I think if you can make friends with the people who are running those kinds of meets and greets, that's great too, because then you can say, "Oh, I'm friends with
so and so."
A couple of the sort of
like
the main couples who are
like
always
volunteer.
there.
Yeah, like
again, you're vetted, right?
Go volunteer and help, like.
Because if you come into somewhere and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm friends with Margot and Miller," and they're like, "Oh, interesting. Yeah, I know them."
Yeah,
and.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
that weird. So I think you're just
Margot's
already
not weird. Miller's pretty weird.
You're already like a little bit more in I don't know, than you would be if you were just random dude off the street. And some of those events are not at bars and clubs. Some of those are more like more of an interactive, like a trivia night or like I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I can't speak to all hotel events and things like that or meet and greets, but like something where you're doing some sort of activity where people get to know you a little bit more is like, a great way, I would imagine, for a single guy to like be given time with couples.
Yes.
Like whether you're on the same team with these people, like they have to talk to you and interact with you. Like that's your chance.
Yeah, I think investigate those events. And actually about the club thing, I assume he means lifestyle clubs and bars.
Right.
When he said clubs and bars.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't know if he meant just regular clubs and bars, because I agree that would be super difficult. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's hard to go into a regular bar and attract a couple or a single. I think he must too. Yeah. But also go, like, pick and choose your nights. Go when it's like cosplay night, or when it's like, I don't know, minute to win it type games, like break the ice type game night or something, where they're going to put you on teams and you have to do stuff together, and you're going to there's like that forcible
where you have to interact with people,
rather than just a random night where maybe he feels like he's walking into people who already know each other. Right. And he looks like creepy dude in the corner, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't be creepy dude. You can do it.
No, you can do it.
He sounds nice.
He does sound nice. He's reaching out.
Yeah.
I agree. I think
he wants to do it the right way.
Yeah. Just don't be creepy. Just be yourself. Act normal. Go talk to people.
Maybe overly so.
Yeah.
Like extra personable, extra chatty. Be like flirty but not necessarily sexy right off the bat.
No.
Like,
just go slow and let the couple set the pace of what might happen.
Talk with the dude.
Talk with the dude.
Like you said, talk with both of them.
Yeah.
And once things are kind of progressing, put out there what you're interested in.
Yeah.
And maybe they're the right couple that you do end up playing with. Maybe they're not, but at least they're somebody you can chat with now. Yeah. Maybe they have friends who are into whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And shower.
Fucking
shower.
Be nice. Smell good.
That's right.
Wear something nice. Don't have to go crazy. This isn't necessarily the time to break out your leather pants or anything.
Yeah,
or your
pants might work.
Chaps. Like, you don't have to go, but just wear something you feel good in and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay. Good luck. Right back in.
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah. I want to know how it goes.
nerdtoswing@gmail.com.
I hope he writes back in and he's like, I don't even have time to write this email. I'm so buried in couples.
That's right.
I can't even.
I have
one hand free to write you it's all good. But otherwise everything else is busy.
Yeah.
That's what I hope.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Hit me with a question.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Okay. So this one is, come. I cannot find any site or podcast talk about where it's cool for a guy to come or not.
Oh, come. Okay.
Not like all guys. Now, like all guys, I love getting a blowjob, but on a few occasions I have to seriously lock down the pleasure side so as not to come in the mouth of the lovely lady giving it to me. Though, I thought it would be a cool topic for you to talk about. Hey. Well, you're wrong. Moving on.
Ew.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, gross.
Here's my answer.
Cum is disgusting.
Ew. Moving on.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. That's I definitely think there's really only one 100% safe answer on that, and that would be like in a condom.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Well, in a swinger environment, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like if you're having sex and it's protected and you finish, no one is upset about that situation. So but I get what he's saying. Like, other than that, like, can you...
Yeah.
Yeah. I would definitely say if you haven't been invited to do so, don't finish anywhere. Like, if you haven't been invited to finish in her mouth, don't finish in her mouth.
No.
Because that is not a fun surprise.
No. I think you almost have to step back one farther from, like, where am I allowed to come to being, like, you need to be, like, vocal about what's happening.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna come.
Yeah, you need more than the 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, I so wish this was like on video at this moment because your physical reaction to that was fantastic. So
you know, like you got to give her like a couple of seconds. You got to be like,
yeah,
like if it's feeling good, like let her know it's feeling good.
Yeah.
And then when it's getting close, you got to be like, oh, I think I'm going to come.
Yeah.
You know, like so the lady's like, oh,
I would even back it up. I get what you're saying, and you're right. But also, if she's giving you a blowjob and it's really good, like grab her and kiss her and stuff like that, and then be like, "That is so good. I would really love to finish. Is that okay?" Yeah. And if she's like, "Sorry, no," then that's okay. Just be like, "Okay, that's fine. I'll stop you before that." Like that can be if she's into it. Like that's super hot. Right. If you like ask her or be like, "I really want it," whatever. That's really hot. And if it's not, but you want to finish, you'll probably just grab a condom and finish that way. Like, just then, you know, I understand it's not finishing in her mouth, which is what it sounds like he would like to do, which I get. But just ask. Yeah. Like, not so much warn that it's going to happen, but more like, as it's happening, you're like, this is really fun, and I would really like to, like, just ask. Because if it's not her thing, she's not going to be like, that's gross, and run away. Yeah. Maybe she just, then you know if you need to change the activity if you're going to finish or whatever. Yeah,
I agree.
But yeah.
Yeah. I would say if the lady has like a issue with anything as far as where she does or doesn't want like dudes to finish, you should probably get that out in the open before you even start. Like where you're talking about rules, just be like...
I guess.
Like if your rule is like, I never want a dude to like... come in my hair. Maybe just be like, hey,
I know,
like if you really feel very strongly, just be like, hey, please don't come in my hair.
I guess so, but that's also sort of assuming that that's a common.
Is that not
like
common?
he's either gonna finish in me or he's gonna finish in my hair. Like that makes it sound like it's like those are the
two options that I know of.
Where'd you finish?
I need to apologize to some people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's why they look so confused when
when you're like, give me your hair.
Yeah, and they're like, what?
Oh, that makes you sound like I don't know, like a very, very specific fetish of sorts. Okay, I understand. If you have anything that's like a hard pass, right? But I also don't think if you're like making out with a couple and you're like, what are your rules? And it's like... Yeah.
I guess that's
you don't
true.
want to be like, well, don't come on my face, don't come in my hair, don't come in my ear, don't come on my knee, don't come on my
on my knee.
It would be like
you're such a prude.
I just mean it would be pretty weird to sort of list all the places that you're not allowed to come before you've even done anything. Yeah, we don't even know if anybody's coming.
I only meant that like if you're a hard fast rule, like
I guess. Don't come in my eye. That shit hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. If there's anything that's ever like a super hard no, then maybe you want to put it out there. But I also think it's weird to list things that are like, was that even ever on the table? Yeah. Like I didn't even know. I think it's more during, like if you're getting to that point, because sometimes it's more about the play and not as about the finish.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That like, I haven't finished that many times.
Yeah, it's more the...
Like, it's the journey. Not the, like, the destination.
Right.
So, I don't know, like, it's something you should be aware of, but I don't know if it's something that, like, you need to worry about.
Yeah, I wonder if he's had this situation... Well, it sounds like he's had this situation come up.
Yeah.
Come up. Pun. Nice. That was unintentional.
But that's the end of the podcast, folks.
Doesn't get better than that.
No, that's it.
Horrible pun joke.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But it sounds like he's had the situation happen. Like he's receiving a blowjob. It's awesome. He wants to finish and he's not sure.
Yeah.
Literally ask her.
Yeah. Or just be like, just say that like, oh,
it feels so
good.
Yeah,
like I had that happen once where I had to stop her and be like, this is way too good.
Yeah,
you need to stop.
Yeah. And that was more so because you didn't want things to end. You wanted to do other stuff. If you're wanting it to end.
Right. Then just be vocal and then she has the decision about like, I don't want him to finish in my mouth, so I'm going to let him come in my hair.
Yeah. Or my knee.
Yeah. Either one. Yeah.
Knees. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Totally the bee's knees.
You gotta try it. Oh, the bee's knees.
Yeah.
That's where that saying came from.
I believe so. That's old people coming on each other's knees back in like the early 1900s, post-war. They couldn't afford condoms, so they had to come on each other's knees. Yeah.
And they were like, it's so good.
It is so good, yeah.
It's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
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 I think ask, because I know, like, I think, like, sexy talk and chatter is, like, really hot during. Yeah. So just if there's something super hot about somebody asking, even if the answer is no, it's really hot to hear, like, I want to come in your fill-in-the-blank, whatever the thing is. Yeah. Knee.
It's like, what are those
ear,
stories?
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Sexy
Mad
Libs.
Yeah.
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 So.
Is that it's a noun? Oh. I want to come in your noun.
Yeah,
exactly.
Person, place, or thing.
Yeah,
like
and then she'll reply with a verb of like yes or no.
No, that's not a verb.
Isn't
a
that
verb
an action
would be
word?
like walking.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, faster, slower.
Yeah. No, that's an adverb. That just we're not getting into this. Moving on.
I'm just a writer. You can't expect me to know these things.
Exactly. I just don't want to get into this because at some point I'll say something wrong and then we'll have people write in and be like,
how dare you?
Know what
that is not
is.
how an adverb works. I will be boycotting your podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Vocabulary or nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. Okay.
To vocabulary.
So, just saying.
Yeah.
People like to know when they're doing well.
Yeah.
And
positive reinforcement works.
Absolutely. But also, like, the worst thing she can be like is like, no, but you can finish here instead. Yeah. You still get to finish. You still get to do fun stuff.
You get to come on her knees.
And
like,
that's the worst case scenario is if she's like, no, I don't want you to come in my mouth, but you can come in my a different blank.
Yeah.
Like, that's still a win. That sounds great, right?
Totally.
So that's what I would say.
I agree.
And if you're
just
like,
be vocal.
I think maybe with people you've played with more than once, is when you can get a little more, I'll call it like risky play. I don't mean risky in terms of like no protection, but risky like in
you
terms
got
of
knives and like guns in play.
Set each other on fire. No, not at all.
We're gonna do it underwater for 5 minutes, okay? Hold your breath.
5 minutes.
It's risky.
It sure is. But I mean like messy, right?
Yeah,
where
okay.
People are like finishing on their partner's boobs or something, whatever. I think when you know another couple more, you can sort of like put that more like stuff that maybe you do with your partner, but you wouldn't do for the first time with random somebody. Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
So that might be something too, because that's even kind of like a hot thing to like message each other. Like, next time we're together, I want to that kind of thing. So if it's somebody you don't have that kind of relationship with yet, I would go in assuming that if you are invited to come, which is pretty nice, you probably will be invited to come like in a condom,
right?
In a place you've been invited to be,
right?
And that's still a pretty good day.
Yeah, totally. That's not bad. Yeah.
So and if you know the person better, you've played with them before, or something like that, or you just ask and they're like, "You bet, let's do this."
Yeah.
Then it's your lucky day.
Totally. Here's what I'm concerned about.
Uh-oh.
We know people who listen to this podcast.
And
they're going to be like, "Hey, Miller,
come in my hair.
You should come in my hair, you fucker."
Yeah, I know you've always wanted to.
Yeah, I'll be like, "Oh, I'm going to finish," and she'll be like,
here's
my knee.
You're like, "But I wanted mouth." Oh, now it happened. Well, then you'd be on her knee.
Yeah.
It would be the bee's knees.
Yeah. I don't want to come on anybody's knees or
You're
hair.
just going to put that out there? Yeah. We're going to cut that part out. Yeah. I'm going to change it so the audio goes, "I only want to come on people's knees."
It's going to be my ringtone. Yeah.
We'll just have all these knees set up. It'd be great.
Gross.
Yeah. Rows and rows of knees.
Oh, so hot. All right.
There you go. We talked about cum. He's going to be so happy.
That's right.
It's like no one talks about cum.
It was like all uppercase. Come!
Really? Yeah. With an exclamation point?
No.
Oh.
But it was uppercase. That's why I didn't yell like, "Come!" It was, "Come!"
I really I think you should have used an exclamation point. Was there a period?
There was 5 periods after come.
Oh.
So it was like, come! ... I cannot! Yeah.
That's an interesting use of punctuation.
I usually do 3.
Uppercase and...
5 periods.
Interesting.
Not
choice.
Not ...
No. ...
Ellipses. ...
+2.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right. Well, good luck.
Yeah.
Come
this
on
has been
knees,
Nerds Who
folks.
Vocab. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the way you think that turns me on. The last thing I wanna do is listen to you talk. But I don't wanna know what you're about. I just want your dirty little mind and your dirty little mouth.
Hey, Margot and Miller. I just finished listening to your guys' newest episode, The Nerds on Your Podcast, and it was awesome. And I'm so glad you guys are back. You guys were gone for a little bit, and I was just dying on the inside. But yes, your episode, so great. And that number 1 fan of yours, what a tool. Yeah. So, on the elevator, pretty sure I didn't out you in public. Because that'd be uncool. I'd never want to do that. You guys are awesome. And I don't want to get out in public either. So I'm pretty sure that neither of you guys are wrong. And you're both right. Just like Margot was saying. And so I'm pretty sure it went that, like, I don't know how many people were in the elevator. I just know there was other people, like the wedding people or whatever. So I'm just overwhelmed to see you. It's like, oh my God, Margot Miller, I love your podcast. And you're like, I'll leave that. And other people are like, what's your podcast about? Because they knew me. And I was like, it's a nerd podcast. Because I knew that there was other people that weren't lifestyle in the elevator. So I'm pretty sure that I actually, fucked it up, but also saved it. So, then once the other people, the wedding people, got off the elevator, then I was like, okay, these people are all lifestyle people. I know these people. I was like, I'm like, they're all cool. And then you're like, it's a lifestyle podcast. And then we're all like, yay, we're all freaks. It's awesome. Let's do dirty things to each other. Anyways, yes. And the voiceover thing. Yes. Other people should totally do it. It's super fun. It's totally cool. And I'm just honored that I get to be a listener and to be a part of your guys' podcast experience because I just love listening to you and you're amazing. And I'm going to go back to my bath now. Maybe listen to other sexy podcasts. We'll see.